Come on, May 16th, make your plans. Be in our capital city. We're taking over London.
Sign up at TommyInUSA.com for the latest news and content from America.
We are less than 4 weeks away from the biggest event I've ever organised, the biggest event the British public have ever attended in central London. Stressed. Stressed why? Because last time so many numbers turned up, the millions that come just couldn't see or hear the event. And that was the feedback I got from so many people. So this time round, we worked with the police to put in plans to make sure we had speaker systems set up everywhere for sound and screens, so that however many people come, the hope was that they all could see and hear. But we're miles off, okay? I'll tell you where we are. We're nearly £200,000 away from achieving that goal. We've got the event. We've got the first 3 screens. We've got the big stage set up. We've got it all. We've put in the plans and we've got agreements for the rest. We just don't have the finance. Now, for years, people have said, I was funded by a gentleman, a very successful businessman in the United States called Dr Bob Shillman. That comes about because Dr Bob Shillman funds conservative media networks. He's never funded me, that's the truth, okay? But he funded Rebel Media, who is a company who gave me my first break as a journalist, and I worked for them. Now I'm in America. I'm about to go see Dr Bob Shillman because people use it as an attack against me. You were funded by Bob Shillman. Well, I haven't been. But I'm going to approach Bob Shillman now, and I'm going to ask Bob Shillman, because everyone says it anyway, Bob, yeah? But I'm going to ask him, not to fund me, to fund you. If you're travelling from any corner of Britain, I want you to see and hear. I don't want you to have a wasted journey coming down and not be part of that experience, of that cultural celebration and festival that we have. So I'm going to go see Bob now. I'm going to explain to him the situation we're in, how far off the target we are, and see if he can help. See if he can help so that we can make sure everyone that comes can see and hear this event. So, yeah, and let's, imagine I go in there and just says no. Nope, see you later. But I'm gonna go meet him. I met him recently for the first time. I mean, I've been in America months, but we've got 4 weeks to go, less than 4 weeks to go. I'm struggling, I'm stressed. I just wish I could just tick it all off and go, right, it's done. Everyone's coming, everyone's gonna see, everyone's gonna hear. It's gonna have a safe environment. Let's go. Dr. Bob, 2 years ago, we set up a organisation in the United Kingdom called Unite the Kingdom, with the goal of shifting the Overton window, giving people back a sense of identity, a sense of community. We're 2 years in. Our last event on September 13th had millions descend on our capital city. We're accelerating towards our next date, which is May the 16th. I'm here to ask for your help and support, not for me, but for our supporters. Our supporters have worked hard to donate money to put on the event that we're putting on. But the big feedback we had last time was so many people didn't get to see or hear. We've exhausted our attempts at trying to raise money. I've been running around here in America as well as exhausting our email database and our support base. So I'm here to ask you, Bob, or plead with you to say the British public, we are at a crucial moment in our country. People are awake. I've worked for 15 years to get the country to this point. Something huge is happening. Momentum is with us. There's a cultural and political revolution brewing in Great Britain. We want to carry on that trajectory and that success. We have our event on 16th of May. We are miles off in being able to, for everyone to visually see and hear the event and be part of it. If they're travelling, do you know, some of our supporters don't have much money. They're travelling from as far away. Some people will not be going on holiday so that they go to the capital city for this event. They'll be sacrificing a lot. I want them to be part of it, to see it, to hear it, to feel it. So I've just come to you, Bob. I don't know who else to turn to. I've been here. We are a long way off in supplying the speaker systems, the stage setups, the screens, so that everyone can feel part of it. So I'm just here to ask you, would you be able to not support me, but support the British movement in Great Britain?
Tommy, I've given this quite a bit of thought. The cause that you are engaged in is justified, it's just, it's necessary. So I'm happy to tell you today that I've come to the conclusion, the decision, that I will support the Unite the Kingdom rally to happen on May 16th. Now, the objective of the rally is for Britons to actively demonstrate their desire to preserve traditional British values and culture and law, which are being eroded by the unchecked immigration by people who refuse to assimilate to the culture of Great Britain. Now, you might ask, why should I, an American, care about what happens in England? It's because America and Britain have a special relationship based on a shared heritage, Tommy. Britain is the cradle of the English-speaking world's legal and political traditions. The Magna Carta, which was sealed in 1215 by King John of England, strongly influenced our own Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Americans have a natural stake in seeing their cultural mother country maintain its distinct identity. Every sovereign people, including the British, have the legitimate interest in maintaining their historic culture, language, and social norms. Supporting this event defends the principle that people have the right, in both of our countries, to gather peacefully in support of their country's culture and values. Supporting a rally for traditional British culture is the same as backing the preservation of Americans' own founding principles of democracy, free speech, and equality under the law. Secular law, not religious law. Unfortunately, there is a movement in Britain to replace UK law with Sharia law. As I understand it, there are today 80 Sharia councils operating in various cities and towns in the UK. And that undermines the current long-held system of one system of laws for everyone. Every successful enterprise, be it a company or a country, has to have its own unique culture, one culture. A country can certainly be multi-ethnic. Different ethnicities are not a negative and may actually be an advantage. But multicultural is a recipe for disaster. It divides people rather than unite them for a common cause. I'm backing the upcoming Unite the Kingdom rally because it stresses the importance of maintaining a country's culture. Successful immigration requires assimilation into the host country's culture, not forcing the culture to change to accommodate incompatible ideologies. America has had great success in the past with immigration because immigrants, like my own grandparents, came here to become Americans. We are a melting pot, not a kaleidoscope. And I hope that the British people will demand the same of their immigrants.
Bob, I'm excited. I'm nervous, and I've been stressed. And one of the biggest stresses is just I want everyone who comes to be part of it. So thank you. But on behalf of every one of our supporters that get to see and hear and be part of this event, from you putting the money in to get these screens and get this speaker system, thank you. Yeah? Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, Tommy, for your bravery.
Let's go. Exciting times.
And I'm sure it's going to be a dramatic success, but everything takes money. To put up those screens, to put up the sound systems, to make sure that they won't fall, to make sure they're safe and that people can see them all. That costs a lot of money. And you are doing the hard work. You're leading this. It's your brains, your perseverance, your energy that is so important to let people see that this cause is legitimate and necessary. It's not that we're against anything. It's what we're for. We're for maintaining culture in every country around the world, their own culture.
Yeah, and celebrating it rather than being ashamed of it.
Exactly.
Roll on May 16th, but that's on behalf of me, but everyone who gets to see and hear the event, thank you. Thank you, Bob. Cheers.
Carry on.
Yeah, we will. We will, mate. We're just getting started. So, I've just contacted the production company to let them know that there is an invoice and money on its way. Dr. Bob Shillman donated $100,000, not to me, to make sure that you, if you're travelling, can see and hear the event. We were £180,000 short. We're now roughly 90, I think, with the dollar exchange rate. So he, a gentleman, an American businessman, has given £100,000 for the British movement, for you, the people, to make sure you can see and hear. Lifted a weight off my shoulders. We're still 4 weeks off. We've got. I think we'll get the rest. I think we'll get there. Right? I think we'll get there. And when I say get there, that's just to make sure that you'll see the size and the scale of the build and setup of what we're putting on when you arrive on that day. I hope everyone comes. I hope everyone has a great time. And again, I'm very grateful to Dr. Bob Shillman. Do you know when people used to say to me, but you're funded by Bob Shillman? Now I'll be like, yeah, I did take money off him, yeah. Yeah, he funded the Unite the Kingdom movement in London for Britain. That's what he funded, yeah? To make sure that British people could see and hear and be part of something when they spent their money and travelled from far. If you're one of the people who have supported us with your £20, £30, £50, £5, we are grateful, okay? This could not be done without you. This isn't me making this possible, okay? I'm bringing it together, but every one of you who travels, supports, financially supports, including now Dr. Bob Shillman, are making this possible. Come on! May 16th, make your plans. Be in our capital city. We're taking over London, right?